ever since the publication of this series and the movies, kink went totally mega mainstream. And this national sensation happened after I published my book, The Corporate Dominatrix, 6 Roles to Play to Get Your Way at Work.
Nice.
Which I only have one copy, which I'll pass around so you can take a look at. And the book basically talks about how women could navigate the workplace using the tactics of a professional dominatrix. And I came up with this idea because an old boss of mine, male, said that my work life would be so much easier if I understood and appreciated the notion of surrender, which goes right back to that Times cover story. And I thought, well, what does he actually mean by that? Does he mean, you know, I should tone down, you know, being sort of formidable? What does that mean exactly? And if I do tone it down, what does that mean exactly? So I kind of looked up, you know, surrender, and I got to submission, and then I got to S&M, which is, you know, what happens when you look at things at the internet, you go all over the place. And when I started to look at S&M and bondage and discipline, actually, I thought, you know, in a very strange way, this is a direct correlation to the workplace, because management has all the power. Your bosses have all the power, and that makes them dominant. And subordinates, not so much. They don't have a lot of power. You know, they control your promotions, they control your performance review, they control how you're perceived within the company. So I thought, you know, there is definitely a sadomasochistic aspect to the workplace. Okay, so as women, if we accept that notion, what do we do? And I actually went to a dungeon, trained with a dominatrix, and found that a lot of the mistress archetypes were not roles that women are unfamiliar with, but when you codify them and you attach characteristics to them, it makes it much easier for you to identify which role you are, which archetype feels comfortable for you. And once you identify that, it's easier for you to kind of perhaps try some of the others. So if you're naturally, let's say, more of a governess type, you know, you mentor people, you teach people, but in certain situations that doesn't necessarily work for you. Maybe you need to be more of a queen in meetings. Maybe you need to take more of a authoritative role in some situations. So I felt for women, if they're able to look at it through that lens, it makes accommodating the workplace so much easier, because you're much more mindful of who you are and how you fit into this larger organization.